The air hung thick and cold, a silent sentinel over the ancient woods. Here, in this forgotten corner of the world, reality frayed at the edges. There are things we just don't know about, lurking in the shadows beyond human comprehension. But sometimes, someone stumbles across a truth they were never meant to uncover. Two brothers, Mark and Ethan, along with their girlfriends, Sarah and Chloe, sought refuge in a remote cabin. It was their grandfather's, a relic of a bygone era, bequeathed to them after his passing. This place, steeped in childhood memories, was supposed to be a sanctuary. Their grandfather, a man of quiet intensity, had filled their young minds with tales around the crackling campfire. Stories of a giant beast, not quite man, not quite animal, but something else entirely. A creature of nightmare, a primal force that stalked these very woods. They never saw it, yet the stories resonated deep within them. A part of them yearned to believe, to find proof of the impossible. Unspoken, a shared obsession drove them here. A subconscious hunt for the very monster their grandfather had pursued until his dying breath. Their grandfather was a man of peculiar habits, and his property was a testament to his paranoia. He had rigged the surrounding land with traps, not for game, but for something far more dangerous. Mark had warned the girls, "Watch your step. Grandpa set these like landmines in World War II." Little did they know, this weekend would be unlike any other. The usual tranquility was replaced by an unsettling stillness, a premonition of dread. This wasn't just a hunting trip, it was an invitation to the abyss. A day bled into night, no game caught, yet their spirits remained high. The cabin offered a false sense of security, a warm glow against the encroaching darkness. They laughed, shared stories, oblivious to the tightening noose around them. Then, the silence shattered. A low, guttural growl rumbled from the forest, vibrating through the very foundations of the cabin. It wasn't a wolf, nor a bear. This sound was ancient, predatory, a sound that clawed at the primal fear buried deep within their souls. Sarah and Chloe exchanged terrified glances, their eyes wide with dawning horror. "What was that?" Sarah whispered, her voice barely audible. Mark, ever the leader, grabbed his bow. "For safety," he muttered, though his hands trembled. Ethan, trying to maintain a facade of calm, replied, "It couldn't be that serious. We're safe here." But the growl came again, closer this time, a chilling promise of violence. Mark turned to his brother, a dangerous glint in his eyes. "Let's go check it out, find out what it is." Ethan hesitated, a cold dread creeping up his spine. "I don't know if that's a good idea," he mumbled. But his brother's resolve was unwavering. He knew Mark, knew he would go alone if necessary. So, against his better judgment, he followed. They crept out the door, the night air biting and heavy with an unseen presence. Every shadow seemed to writhe, every rustle of leaves a potential threat. "What could that be?" Ethan whispered, his voice hoarse. "Quiet," Mark hissed. "I don't want it to hear us, whatever it is." As they ventured deeper, the growls intensified, punctuated by an unnerving sound, chains clanking, scraping against wood. "He's caught in one of Grandpa's traps," Mark exclaimed, a flicker of triumph in his voice. Looks like the old man wasn't crazy after all. A nervous, almost hysterical giggle escaped him. They pushed through the dense undergrowth, the air growing heavy with a stench of decay and something else, something metallic and foul. Then, they saw it. Towering, a grotesque silhouette against the moonless sky, it stood the height of 3 men. Its fangs, the size of a human hand, gleamed in the faint light. A roar erupted from its throat, a sound so immense it felt like 5 thunderstorms exploding simultaneously. The ground trembled, the trees swayed, and the very air vibrated with its primal fury. In that terrifying instant, the boys understood. Their grandfather's stories weren't just tales, they were warnings. With a sickening crack, the beast ripped the heavy chain from the trap, shattering the metal as if it were brittle glass. Its eyes, glowing with malevolent intelligence, fixed on them. Then, with impossible speed, it charged. Terror seized them, a cold, paralyzing grip. "Run!" Mark screamed. But it was already too late. The beast was upon them. In a single, horrifying motion, it snatched Ethan, its massive jaws clamping down. A wet, tearing sound, a choked gurgle, and then nothing. Ethan was gone, swallowed whole, his life extinguished in a grotesque, bloody instant. Mark's scream tore through the night, a raw, primal sound of pure agony and despair. He turned, scrambling back towards the cabin, the beast hot on his heels. He burst through the door, slamming it shut, a futile barrier against the inevitable. The beast slammed against the wood, splintering it, its monstrous face appearing in the gaping hole. It lunged, a whirlwind of teeth and claws, tearing through the flimsy walls, through flesh and bone. The last sounds to echo from the cabin were not human, but a symphony of shattering wood, ripping flesh, and the guttural roars of a creature finally unleashed. Then, only silence. The cabin stands silent now, a monument to forgotten horrors. The woods hold their secrets close, but sometimes the whispers carry on the wind. Do you dare to listen? Do you dare to seek the truth of what lurks beyond the veil? If you crave the chilling embrace of the unknown, if you hunger for tales that claw at your sanity, then share this story. Subscribe for more unsettling narratives, and comment below with your own encounters with the inexplicable. The darkness awaits.